Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching this one. This is my Formula 1. This is my 2024 Formula 1 Rolex Australian Form 3 preview. I'm laughing because I think it's a bit pointless at the moment, isn't it, doing F1 content. Well, in terms of previews and reviews, as we probably know what the result's going to be. But I still do it regardless. We do go to Melbourne, Form 3 circuit. So yeah, it's going to be a bit of an early race when you look at the schedule. Practice 1 is going to be 1:30 in the morning to 2:30 in the morning UK time, which is on a Friday, 22nd of March. Obviously, it's back to race day Sunday after the first two races were on a Saturday due to Ramadan. Practice 2, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Practice 3, 1:30 to 2:30 in the morning on Saturday morning UK time, and it'll be 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. for qualifying on Saturday morning, and the race will be 4 o'clock in the morning UK time. So obviously in previous seasons you'd be thinking, why do I have to get up at that time? I don't want to miss the race. But you know what? These days in F1, I think you're quite happy to miss the race, and you won't do it. It's pain for me talking that way. But we all know the result, don't we? We all know the result. Let's not kid ourselves. These days, people only watch it now just to see the first the first corner, see if anything happens, but nothing happens to Verstappen, so everyone's like, yeah, for it now. And but I did warn people. I did say 2026. You need to wait to 2026, in my opinion. Can Max Verstappen win all the races this season? I tell you what, it'll be better than that season, won't it? That's the only way he can do better than that season. Oh, I mean, I don't know, honestly. I really don't know. But on to the track information then. First Grand Prix, 1996. Number of laps, 58 laps. Surface length is 5.278 kilometres. Race distance is 306.124 kilometres. The lap record, by the way, is from Sergio Perez, 120.235. But that was during the race, of course, where he got that fastest lap last year. So, onto the Melbourne Grand Prix circuit then. It's quite a short one, isn't it? It's 14 turns, but it's quite a long track. It's a long track, to be fair, especially when you go from turn 7 between into turn 6 and 7. It's that long, but they have made the changes to the circuit. Obviously, it's now a long bend, isn't it, from turn 8 to 9, when it didn't used to be. And but you have to say there is a lot of straight lines on this circuit, which then suits Red Bull. Not straight lines, not straight line turns on this circuit, and there's four good overtaking opportunities as well, isn't there? From when you start from turn 8 into turn 9, turn 10 to turn 11. Obviously, the start finish straight from 14 to turn 1 and turns 2 to 3. So there's 4 good overtaking opportunities on the circuit, which is bad news for the Reds, in my opinion, and that's good news for Red Bull, especially. But there is 2 DRS zones, though. There's only 2 DRS zones, so which will be activated. DRS detection zone in between turns 12 to 13 and in between turns 6 to 7. I mean, if it's raining in Australia, which it won't be, but if there's a change of weather conditions and if it's raining, who knows, that might change things, to be honest with you, in terms of the rates. But when you're looking at when it's 58, I think it's 58 laps, 58 laps, you think you have to say that's probably a 2-stop, isn't it? Well, probably a 1-stop, actually. Depends what strategy you want to go for. You could start on the soft tyre, and you could start on the soft tyre and go straight onto the hards, which will take you to the end of the race. Because soft tyres is normally 13 to 15 laps, isn't it? Depends how long you can hang on them soft tyres. And obviously the sensible way is just to go straight on the hard tyre, isn't it? Maybe the medium, maybe go on the medium tyre. But that would only be 30, you can only probably get 30 or so laps on the medium tyre, to be honest with you. So it's probably going to be a soft tyre to hard tyre, or if you want to start on medium, or even start on medium and on to the hard tyre. But who knows? But that's what I think the strategy. That's what I think the strategy will be. To be honest with you. Now onto my predictions. Onto my qualifying prediction. Obviously, Carlos Sainz is set to return to the Australian Grand Prix after his appendix surgery. But it's a bit of a risky prediction with Carlos Sainz because I have put him to qualify third, as I do think Ferrari are obviously going to be the closest chances, along with Perez to Max Verstappen in qualifying. But it all depends on that appendix surgery for Carlos Sainz, how he feels after that, after recovering from that surgery as well. Does that have an effect on him in this Grand Prix? Who knows? Obviously, he is due to come back, Carlos Sainz, but it could well change. It could well change, and it could be Ollie Berman then. I'm shocked, to be honest. I still would have went for Ollie Berman, to be honest, because you want Carlos Sainz at full fitness, full recovery, don't you? And I don't know if Carlos Sainz will be at full recovery yet, in my opinion. He'd probably be 60-70% ready, Carlos Sainz, but you want him 100%, don't you? To be honest with you. So yeah, my qualifying prediction: Max Verstappen on pole, Charles Leclerc second, Carlos Sainz third. I think George Russell qualified fourth. He did well in Australia last year, didn't he? George Russell in the Mercedes. So I think Perez will qualify fifth. Honestly, I don't think Red Bull are that bothered about Sergio Perez in qualifying. It's more about giving Perez the race car, to be honest with you, to finish behind Max Verstappen. Lando Norris to qualify in 6th, Hamilton to qualify 7th, Alonso to qualify 8th, Piastri to qualify 9th, and I think Lance Stroll obviously did that final PS in qualifying. And obviously, you could say it's technically a home Grand Prix for the likes of Tsunoda, Albon, Ricciardo, and Zhou Guanyu, because Australia's in Asia, isn't it? It's technically in Asia, isn't it? Australia, and you can technically, and obviously Ricciardo and Piastri, it'd be their home Grand Prix in Australia, so they'll be wanting to do well on that weekend in Australia. And I think Zhou Guanyu, he'll have a bit of a decent qualifying, to be honest with you. All about then out of 2-1 for Zhou Guanyu, to be fair. I think Hulkenberg and Magnussen will have a slight drop off in terms of their start to the season, but I think there will still be, each one of them will still get out qualifying, in my opinion, because of Alpine, because of the shambles that is happening at Alpine at the moment. I think Alpine will definitely get better once they start developing the car a bit more, but I think they will struggle in terms of qualifying, along with Bottas and along with Jordan Sargent as well. And I think I don't want to judge too early, but I think my Jordan Sargent prediction of being one of the drivers to us is now in the bin, in my opinion. It's now in the bin. I think he'll probably finish bottom again, Jordan Sargent, unfortunately. Now on to my race prediction, which is a bit of a bold one, race prediction. Obviously, I done for Ricardo, Albon, Snowden, Zhou Guanyu to all getting the points. And we saw it last year for me. We saw it in last year's Australian Grand Prix. There is quite a lot of DNFs, especially in this Grand Prix in Australia. There is DNFs, guaranteed to be DNFs in Australia. And I think the drivers have done for Carlos Sainz is depending on his appendix, to be honest with you. So that's not really a DNF for me. It's more on his appendix. It's a hard one to judge with Carlos Sainz, but I've done for Lewis Hamilton not to store any points. I have done for Hamilton to get a DNF. He did well in Australia last year, but I think it might be the reverse this year. And it is quite interesting, the Hamilton and the Mercedes situation now, with Hamilton now down to Ferrari next year. And Mercedes now throwing Lewis Hamilton under the bus, because already there's been complaints from Lewis Hamilton on team radios about the car, to be honest with you. And I think George Russell will finish safe. I just don't think Mercedes have the race heart to be up there with the likes of with Red Bull and Ferrari, in my opinion. Fernando Alonso, who did well here last year in the race, I think he'll get on the podium. Fernando Alonso, I think he gets on the podium here. I think it'll be obviously a Red Bull 1-2, simple and easy as that. Another easy dominant win for Red Bull. I think Alonso and Charles Leclerc, and even probably also Piastri might battle for that final podium place. It's just a prediction, people. I don't want any people coming at me in the comments saying, "Oh, you done for Hamilton, not store points." It's just a prediction. It's F1. You don't know what will happen. You just don't know what will happen in F1, and it's technically a home Grand Prix for Albon, Snowden, Zhou Guanyu as well, because it's Australia's technically in Asia, and then 3 are from Asia as well. And obviously, I do expect better from these Hatsaf RB. I think they've had a slow start this season, but now I expect them to be trying getting the points, and each one of them getting the points, in my opinion. Zhou Guanyu is probably the boldest prediction there for him to get in the points, in my opinion. But like I said, I think there'll be a lot of DNFs in the race, which will probably lead to them getting in the points, in my opinion. I think also Piastri might have a good chance in the race, in my opinion. He might have a good chance of at least getting in the top 5. But yeah, I fancy Alonso. I do fancy Alonso to get on the podium behind Verstappen and Perez. And Alonso, again, he'll want to prove himself this season, because a potential Red Bull seat could be available with obviously the Christian Horner situation, and Max Verstappen could be even, could leave Red Bull. So Alonso will want to prove himself that, yeah, pick me for either Mercedes or Red Bull. So that's my race prediction. I think it'll be yet another easy win for Red Bull in Melbourne, Australia. I think it'll be another dominant win for Red Bull, and probably another 1-2 for Red Bull. So feel free to leave your thoughts down below in the comments. Take care, stay safe, see you later, and feel free to leave your predictions down below in the comments.